Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. For today's video, I figured the best thing that we could possibly do is talking about where our projections of Bitcoin are going to be and sharing with you guys an updated chart explaining how quarter four of every single crypto cycle is oftentimes where we get the blow off top. Quarter four is going to be the biggest opportunity inside of the crypto markets where max euphoria enters the market and all of the long-term holders are greatly rewarded for our patience and perseverance. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the Discord server of over 21,000 members and growing. Links are provided for you in the description for the people that want to sign up and join my community. On top of that, if you're looking for extra educational content on how to be more profitable inside these markets, links are also provided for you in the description to download my free ebook and beginner's guide to crypto. So check it out. Links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at the chart for today's video. Now, once again, table of contents, what you guys are going to be getting out of this video. We're going to be analyzing how quarter four has been monumental every 4 years for cryptocurrency, why I believe this quarter four is going to be seeing Bitcoin go up over $200,000 by the end of the year. You know, we've seen a lot of people talking about, lengthening cycle. We're too far behind compared to the last cycles. Bitcoin has to go into 2022. But the thing is, guys, everybody's severely underestimating how quick and expansive the quarter four is at the end of the bull run. And might I remind you guys, this happens every 4 years. Once again, it's following the 4-year cycle. And we're going to go through and just talk to you guys about what we've seen prior in the last two quarter fours and why I believe that we're not going to be really extending into 2022. A lot of people are saying, March is when we're going to top of this cycle. We're going to lengthen a lot longer. We're going to be topping quarter one of 2022 rather than quarter four of this year. And I just think that's wrong because people are underestimating the power of the blow off top. I've said this, I'm going to continue to say this because I've seen this play out in a crypto cycle and we have 10 years of price history to go off of at this point. So let's talk about this. Now, I've gone through and basically analyzed a couple different points I wanted to make in today's video, and it's going to map out how the cycles look in the last two cycles and how it pretty much looks the exact same this time around. Now, at the beginning, we always get the build up. This is after the bear market where we start our first uptrend, higher highs and higher lows, and this is right when the halving takes place. After the halving, we get our first major parabolic rally into new all-time highs, and this is summarized by wave 3 structure. Wave 3 is oftentimes the biggest, the most parabolic, the most money floods into the market, the most volume, and all of that good stuff, right? And we can see that this is what took place back here in 2012. We get our first beginning higher highs, halving takes place, we get our major parabolic rally into new all-time highs, and then we get our first sell-off, right? Our first sell-off is what takes us into quarter four. We get this massive move. We usually top around April, and then we get a correction. And what's interesting about this correction is every single time we bottom at that correction, it's in July. And this is going to be the same way heading into quarter four every single cycle, and I'll share with you guys why. So right here at the very bottom, this is about July the 8th approximately. We're on a weekly time scale, so it might vary slightly. But this was about, the first week of July. And then we start our first beginning up stages before that blow off top. Quarter four rolls around the 1st of October. And guys, from the 1st of October all the way up to the end of November, Bitcoin literally in 2013 went from $111 all the way up to $1,150. And we finished out that final move within just a couple months period of time, right? And so it was quarter four where we saw that final wave 5 structure, then the blow off top. And this is going to be the same every single cycle. Quarter four not only is the blow off top, but according to Elliott wave theory, it's also wave 5. And we can see that that same structure applies right here. This is the top of the cycle. And in just a short period of time, Bitcoin makes one of the biggest price appreciations that we see inside of the cycle. And this is what we saw back here in 2013. Now we fast forward to what we see in 2016 to 2017. And we see Bitcoin, once again, higher highs and higher lows at the very beginning stages of this uptrend. Once we have the halving, we go parabolic and new all-time highs, and that's what starts wave 3, right? Now, wave 3, this structure here inside of the market cycle for 2017, we end up getting this wave 3 that tops around August, and then the wave 4 correction bottoms right pretty much at the beginning of quarter 4. This was about, the first week of September. But if we analyze the quarters, quarter 4 starts October 1st. That's when we're actually, for sure inside of that fourth quarter, right? That's how you know. Quarter 4 starts the 1st of October. And so the 1st of October, I'm on a weekly time frame, so I can't analyze the exact first because it has to go based off of the candlesticks. But the end of September, that's pretty much the same as quarter 4, right? And so we saw in 2017, as quarter 4 rolls around here, Bitcoin's at like $3,500. And from that move, in just a matter of 3 months, about 90 days, Bitcoin goes from $3,500 all the way up to 25K. And that was where we completed our blow off top inside of that Q4, right? And so that's the exact same thing that we followed. Back here in 2013, the quarter 4 rolls around the 1st of October, and we get a massive price expansion on the upside. We finish wave 5 of that Elliott wave impulse. And that's really what we saw completed in 2 months. In 2017, this was a little bit longer than what we saw in 2013, but it followed the same rules, right? So right here at the beginning of quarter 4, October 1st, we see Bitcoin go from 3,500 all the way up to 20K, and then that was the top of our cycle. This one took about 90 days, about 3 months that it took to go straight up vertical. Now guys, this is what's taking us to this current cycle that we're in today. Now we've already finished wave 1, we've already finished wave 3. Wave 3 was our first parabolic rise into new all-time highs. And now where we're at today, guys, we just barely started quarter 4. We're only a few days into quarter 4, 4 days to be exact. We began, about 3 days to be exact. We began quarter 4 here on October 1st. It's currently the 4th of October. And so, guys, based off of the last 2 cycles, over 10 years worth of uptrend that we've seen inside of Bitcoin, inside of that quarter 4, we always get the blow off top. It happened in 2013. And this was the final 5 wave of that impulse. It happened in 2017. Once again, it was the final 5 wave of that impulse. Began quarter 4, ended, 3 months later. And now we're at this exact same moment of time, knowing that the final 5 wave impulse is coming once again. And so a lot of people, I think it's silly. Well, I don't think it's silly because I understand where people come from when they say, we're extending into quarter 1, 2022. Quarter 4, it's not going to happen in that amount of time because nobody actually thinks the blow off top is going to happen that fast. That's what makes a blow off top a blow off top. Everybody's expecting, we're lagging in this cycle. It's not actually following the same time frames. This is going to lengthen. And I think these people are going to be wrong because where we're at, based off of the last 2 cycles, is exactly the same time frames. We've already had our first higher high off of these lows, the 4 wave that bottomed here in July. We've made our first higher high. We're now getting bullish engulfing over the last, week or so. We've been starting to see Bitcoin taking off. We're seeing altcoins break out as well. And this is ultimately what's taking us into that final blow off top. This is going to be wave 5 of 5 of this entire bull cycle that we started down here in 2018. The end of 2018 is when we started this. And we're about to be ending it come the end of the year. And so, where do we see a cycle top at? Do we see it at the 1st of January? Do we see it at the first week of December? At the end of the day, that's not what's important to me. What's important to understand is we are getting ready for that final 5-wave structure. We know historically it tops close to the end of the year. In 2017, we topped about the first week of December. In 2013, we topped about the fourth week of November, right? And so I believe that we're going to be somewhere between there. Most likely between the first week of December to, probably mid-December would be my guess. And we have even until the 1st of January that I think that all of these parables are, in line with what the cycle shows us. And so the thing that we need to understand here is we're still getting ready for that blow off top. Historically, the blow off top takes the shortest amount of time to get the biggest amount of price discovery. We're going to see altcoins blowing up in this period of time. I mean, Bitcoin will too, Ethereum will too, but for the majority of altcoins, this is where max euphoria steps into the market. We're going to see NFTs going for crazy amounts of value like we already have seen. We're going to see altcoins exploding, 10, 50, 100x in value in short periods of time. I saw it happen in 2017, and it was the most profitable point of that cycle, right? You guys could have got some basic analyzations of some altcoins, got some small positions, and you could have made 100x in just a matter of a couple months. I saw that happen. We're going to be seeing the exact same thing play out once again. And so people, over the course of 10 years in this trend, we've seen quarter 4 always lead to the blow off top. everybody in that period of time was expecting Bitcoin to just keep going, lengthening cycles, all of that stuff. And it never did. It always ends up topping around the 1st of December. We saw that here in 2013. We saw it here in 2017. And so here we are, guys, once again, heading into Q4, and we're looking like it's following the exact same time frames as the last 2 cycles. So this is why I think that most people are going to assume that the market's going to keep going up into Q1 of 2022. People aren't going to sell the top of this cycle. They're going to think that, oh, it's going to keep going up forever. Oh, I just need to hold. And they're going to get greedy, and they're going to get caught with their pants down when the market crashes, and they're not going to take their profits. And I want you guys to understand that where we're at in this cycle is literally no different than the last 10 years of cycles for Bitcoin. We're following the same time frames. Not only have we topped and bottomed according to the last 2 cycles, but this Q4 is showing us that we're right on path with what we've seen in the last 2 cycles as well. We just had the 3 and 4 wave. 3 and 4 wave, 65K was the 3, and then the bottom of wave 4 was 29K. We saw the same sort of Elliott wave structure that we've seen in the last 2 cycles, and now as Q4 rolls around, we've already bounced off of those lows, we've already made a higher high, and this is literally what's going to be taking us into wave 3 of 5 and then wave 5 of 5, which are going to happen so quick, it's going to be so parabolic, because this is the blow off top. It's going to surprise a lot of people. It's going to happen and go up way faster than people are expecting, and it's going to come down after the top way harder than people are expecting. People are going to get over leveraged at the top. Mainstream news is going to shill the crap out of Bitcoin as smart money gets their bags pumped for exit liquidity. And you guys need to understand that this is what is going to take place. Whether you think so or not, take the profits at the end of the year. You think in your head that it's going to last forever. This time is different. Institutions bought, they're not going to take profits. They're going to hold forever. And now that we have, yield opportunities with DeFi, everybody's just going to lock up their funds and there will never be a bear market. This is the same dumb thesis that everybody said in 2017, minus DeFi. But they say the same crap every single cycle. This time is different. They always try and explain that, somebody that is holding a large portion isn't going to sell. They're going to hold forever. And of course, that's not going to be the case. The people that bought early, the institutions that bought down in here, they're literally going to be dumping on every single person in this market, including myself. And so if you're not willing to sell at the same time they are, you're just simply going to be exit liquidity. And then when the market crashes, you watch all of your profits evaporate. And then you have to tell your wife, you have to tell your kids that you're a loser who didn't take profits. And now you just lost all of their money, right? Nobody wants to be in that situation. And I was in that situation in 2017. I know what that's like to make all this money, get a big ego, think you're the biggest genius in the world because you bought crypto early, only to not take profits, lose all that profit, and then wind back up in your mom's basement. Because that was me. I literally lost all of my money here. I got over leveraged at the top thinking, oh, this time is different. Institutions now have ways to invest through futures, right? The CME futures opened at the top of the market at 20K. And I was one of those dumb idiots that was thinking, oh man, this time is different. Now that the institutions are in, it's going to 100K. Well, at that time wasn't different. They shorted the top, and I lost all of my money as Bitcoin crashed. And I lost all of my money pretty dang quick. This first drop is so big, so fast, that it literally erases majority of your profits that you're going to make so quick. Within just a few months, you're going to lose all your money. And so if you were willing to hold all the way throughout this period, I literally went from having like 40 grand worth of crypto portfolio at the top to $500 at the bottom. Don't be that idiot. Don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. That's why I make these videos for you guys. Because this is literally what's going to happen once again. And chances are, and I mean, if we look throughout the history of altcoins, everybody assumes that their altcoins, are going to be here for long term. And we need to hold these long term because these things are legit. Well, here's the thing. If you look at every single market cycle, and pretty much every year of crypto for that matter, but every cycle, if you go back and look at the snapshots that are actually, well, let's just do that right now. Why not? If I'm going to talk about it, I might as well just share with you guys exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to go look and see which cryptos, let's see here. Where do I find it? Historical snapshots. We're going to go here and look and see which cryptos were at the top of each cycle and how many of those are actually still around. Because everybody right now is going to think, oh man, Quant, or, oh man, Binance coin, or whatever the hell it is. It doesn't matter. Everybody's going to think, oh man, this coin itself is going to last so long. I just need to stake it. I need to hold and never sell, because if I sell, that means I'm an idiot, right? Diamond hands forever. And then they're going to hold it. The bear market's going to roll around. And then the new bull market's going to start. And then all of a sudden, that coin that they knew was the greatest thing of all time, all of a sudden isn't performing like they thought it would. It's lagging behind the rest of the coins. New cryptos are taking off, and they're stuck in the coin that they had millions of dollars worth that they now only have a small amount that they know they can't sell at a loss. You know, this is just the way the cycles work. So let's go over here. The top of 2013. Let's go over here. It would have been about the 24th. So these were the altcoins of that period of time, right? We still know what Litecoin is. XRP is still up there. But what are these? Peercoin, Namecoin, BitShares, Feathercoin, Primecoin, Novacoin, WorldCoin, Megacoin, Bullion, right? Do you guys know of any of these? I don't know of any of these. These are all pretty much obsolete at this point. I don't see any of these in the market cycle. Now, some of you guys might say, well, that's 2013. This time is so different from that. All right, well, let's go to 2017. 2017. We're going to go to December, that first week of December. Now, what do we see here? Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, IOTA, XRP, Litecoin, Dash, Monero, NEM, Cardano, Ethereum Classic, Neo, Stellar, EOS, BitConnect, Populous, Waves, Lisk, Stratus, Monacoin, Zcash, Qtum, Omis Go, NXT, Hypercash, Ardor, Bytecoin, BitShares, Steam, Einsteinium, Salt. So inside of this first 10, you see a lot of recognized names, right? Monero's still around, Litecoin's still around, XRP's still around, even Bitcoin Cash is fairly up there. But for the most part, most of these coins, once you get outside of maybe the top 15, all of these are pretty much obsolete, right? Waves is still around, you know, Zcash is still around, maybe Decred. But for the most part, none of these coins are still here. Dogecoin's actually higher than it was. But for the most part, none of these are still around anymore. And so if you have a coin that's maybe like outside of the top 20 and below, chances are it's not even going to be around when things end up flipping, right? There's still a few coins. There's going to be some that manage to stick around, right? But for the vast majority of cryptos out there, they're going to become completely obsolete at the end of this cycle. And we need to understand that. We need to understand that taking profits isn't you folding into your trading plan. It isn't you bowing down to the institutions. It's not a bad thing to take your profits. In fact, taking profits is the only way that you actually realize the gain that you've made to then accumulate, compound your wealth even into more coming down the cycles. That's the big thing to understand. So the majority of these, 85%, 90% of them are obsolete. They're not around anymore. If they are, they haven't done crap this cycle. And you should understand that moving forward, right? There is a few that have made around. Cardano still here, Monero, even Dash, Litecoin, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? Out of the top 10, these ones are still around, but for the biggest majority of these, 80% plus, they are not, and they're obsolete in this cycle, and many new altcoins kind of came and overtook those. And so let's come over here, and let's just go and analyze, where we're at today, 2021, and we're going to go to September. We're just going to go look at through some of these, right? So we see a lot of the same ones, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, but there's so many new cryptos out there, right? None of these were around back then. We didn't see a lot of these. Bitcoin Cash has dropped out. Litecoin's dropped out, but many of these are completely new. Stellar's still around, but for the biggest majority of coins, once we get outside of the top 3, almost all of these are brand new, and it's going to continue to change. Even at the end of the year, some of these will be even more different. Many of the old altcoins will get pushed out, but for the most part, about 90% of these are completely different altcoins. This happens every single cycle, and if you guys aren't willing to sell at the end of this year, assuming that it's going to go up forever, assuming that your crypto is the greatest of all time and can last the bear market and keep going up, or at the very least, you're willing to hold through that bear market and expect that same crypto to do what it did this cycle in the next one, you're really, really fighting a trend here, because I'm showing you guys you have about a 90% chance of your crypto not doing anything in the next cycle, completely dropping out of the top 10, top 20, top 30 plus. So why is this time different when it's showing that nothing has been different up to this point? Everything's about the same. What I'm going to be doing, I'm not married to a coin. I'm not married to a bias besides the 4-year cycle. I've seen what the shakeouts do. I've seen these cryptos go from being the most hyped thing in the world to then completely, obsolete in the next cycle. I'm taking my profits. I'm selling all my crypto. Maybe you keep 10% in Bitcoin and Ethereum, the safe havens, but maybe just Bitcoin for the most part. Even Ethereum isn't a guarantee. I'm for sure selling my crypto at least 90% plus, and I'm getting out of the market. I'm looking to hold stables. I'm looking to hold cash, invest in the stock market, commodities, things like that, because when the dust settles, there's going to be a brand new amount of coins that come out. You're going to be able to buy some of these coins that are undervalued, that are sitting at, just a few, maybe a few 100 million, maybe less than that. You're going to be able to buy those. They're going to end up jumping into the top 10 in market cap in the next cycle. And there's your, 100, 500 to 1,000x crypto right there. It happens every cycle. And I'm telling you guys right now, I watched many people hold the best performing altcoins of 2017. What was the big talked about coins? They're completely obsolete this cycle, and they have not done anything. They haven't pumped. They haven't done crap. This is going to be the same way again, and I don't want you guys to lose all of your money. So anyways, this is the video I had for you. I wanted to share this with you guys just as a way to summarize my thoughts, help you guys understand the way these cycles are going to work, understand, historically, how many of these cryptos that we think are the future are actually not the future, and how they drop out every cycle. Every cycle and every bear market, there's a brand new shakeout that takes place, a year-long shakeout where cryptos go bankrupt. Cryptos can no longer keep up with changing environments of regulation, as well as just the changing economies of cryptos in general. They drop out. You keep holding into that bear market. You don't realize your profits. And then there's no guarantee that they're even going to do well in the next cycle. I've seen this happen. It's going to happen again. I'm getting the hell out of cryptos. The house is going to burn down, and the people that are stuck in the house are going to get burned up and die, or the people that take their profits are going to go build a brand new mansion on the hillside and live happily ever after. Which one do you guys want to be? I know what one I am. So it's ultimately your choice, but I'm just sharing with you guys the facts of the matter, breaking it down simply to understand. Q4, what we're in right now, is going to be life-changing. We're going to make so much money. You guys are going to get rich if you're not already. For the people that just recently bought the top, understand that as long as you hold, you still have the opportunity of hitting 100x. Chances are you'll hit at least a 10x because that's pretty customary of crypto. So just remember, focus, eyes on the prize, end of the year, sell your crypto, get out of the market, and we will live happily ever after and live a life of true abundance. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you found value in this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos. If you guys want to join the Discord server or download my free ebook, links are provided for you in the description. Remember guys, my sell and massive discount on my video course and signals and beginner course is still going on. If you guys would like to get access to that, before that is over, links are going to be provided for you in the description to go ahead and download that. Get into my group, follow what I'm doing with my money, follow these awesome altcoin signals that we've had over the last couple weeks, knowing when I'm taking my profits at the end of the year, and most importantly, where I'm diversifying that in the bear market. On top of that, we're going to be shorting the bear market all the way down, making even more crypto. And guys, there's just so much opportunity out there, but you have to follow somebody who actually knows what they're doing. In my group, you guys are going to know exactly what I'm doing with my money. I'm a proven case study in and of itself with my channel. You guys have seen me calling for some of these valuations from 2 years ago. They're starting to manifest, and you guys are going to know exactly what I'm doing long term. It's a lifetime membership, so as long as I'm running this channel, as long as I'm investing in crypto, which I'm confident will be a very long time, you guys are going to know what I'm doing, where I'm taking profits, how I'm making that money, so you guys can actually do that for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and with that being said, I will catch you in the next one. As always, peace out.